What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and you know what? If you're new, hi, because there's a lot of new subscribers lately. So in case you weren't aware, my name is Jeffree Star and I have been a makeup artist for over 15 years. I also love to review products. I love to do a lot of first impressions. I love to do a lot of lifestyle videos, and you know, it's just crazy. I'm stuttering because 2016 was so crazy. Last month was my 1-year anniversary from doing YouTube. Now, I had a channel a long time ago that just kind of went stagnant. I revived this bitch and it's been such a wild ride. So 1 year later and over 100 videos later, I'm ready to start the new year off. So today, what the hell are we gonna do today? We are going to do a battle of the foundations. We did the highlighters, we did the primers, and I'm like, okay, what could we do? And then I stumbled across a new foundation on the internet that is just $5.99, and I was like, I had such a good experience after filming my full face using all e.l.f. products. I'm like, okay, drugstore, y'all bitches are stepping it the fuck up. So I got a drugstore foundation from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, they've been stepping it up. Like last year, their highlighters were one of my all-time favorites of 2016, which got me shook to the core. And PS, before we start diving into everything, a lot of you have been requesting for me to not wear any contact lenses and show my real eye color. So here are the baby blues. No, I'm just kidding. So here are the brown eyes. They're kind of hazel-y, they're kind of brown. My driver's license, it says hazel. But yeah, these are my real eyes. No contact lenses. So hi everyone, it's me. So if you guys want to see the drugstore foundation versus the luxury high-end foundation, then keep on watching. Now, because these price points are so drastic, I need to start off this video with a fucking hit. And shout out to the state of California. We finally passed the recreational use of cannabis. So thank God we can get medicated legally. So what's up, California? Happy New Year. And this is a brand that me and Nate found on Instagram. They are called Mystic Tokes, and I will leave their info down below. And look at, they made a personalized Jeffree Star Cosmetics fucking piece. I was like, oh, why is this so sickening? All right, so today I'm gonna be applying one foundation on this side of my face and of course the other on this side. Now, we're just gonna have an invisible line and you guys are gonna see me apply it pretty much full on, and we're just gonna compare, of course, like we always do in these type of battle videos. So if you don't want to hear my whole spiel and you just want to see me apply the foundations, that part of the video starts right here. So don't leave me. All right, so the drugstore foundation that I'm gonna be trying out today is the brand new Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation. Okay, girl. A lot of people have been asking me to review this, so I thought, you know what, let's put it up against a luxury brand and see what happens. So if you guys all will rewind back to the highlighter battle, you remember that the brand Clé De Peau's highlighter was a little lackluster, but they have a brand new foundation that just hit the market as well, and this is $125. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Now, you guys know I have tried a few expensive foundations, of course, and reviewed them, and a lot of the times they're really bomb because they just have extra like magic in it. I don't know what the fuck they do, but obviously we're gonna talk about what is even in this to make it that price point, or what they think is gonna make it that price point. So we are going to put these to the test. Now, on my table, I also got several shades. You guys know how I have issues with finding my shade, even though, you know, the shade match websites help, it's kind of hard. So I got 3 from Wet n Wild and I got 3 from Clé De Peau. One is still in the box and I'm gonna read what they say they're both supposed to do. So let's just talk about the Wet n Wild. Now, I will say this is like a glass, this is glass, right? I mean, yeah, it feels heavy, which I love. I'm like, this is only $5.99 and it actually feels like a high-end brand. Like, it feels heavy, which is crazy because a lot of drugstore brands, you know, the packaging is very cheap and it kind of feels weightless. I like a product with weight. I want to be weighed down. So I am on their website, and allegedly this is supposed to be a new high-performing skin perfecting foundation that underwent major road testing under 7 different photo lighting conditions to deliver the most flawless camera-ready makeup every single time. And I'm like, oh shit. So the major claim that I found a little like, oh, okay, for this one is that it says that it was specifically made with a matte light diffusing complex to give your skin a no filter, a hashtag no filter perfection. And yes, the hashtag is on their site. I'm living for it. I shade matched this color earlier. This is called Rose Ivory. I do have a cool undertone to my skin, so hopefully this will work. And also I do want to note that Wet n Wild is a cruelty-free and vegan brand for everyone that always asks about that. All right, now let's get to the high-end one. Now this is the Radiant Cream Foundation. Now when I saw the price tag of $125, I was like, oh, okay. So this is a moisturizing, full coverage cream foundation with a smooth texture that transforms skin into a natural, dewy, lustrous complexion. Okay, now it also has key benefits, and there is a lot, you guys. I'm talking 9 or 10 bullet points of what the hell a foundation does, and I'm like, that is fucking extra. But allegedly there is silk and pearl elements to this. It is going to help moisturize and retexture my skin while reducing the appearance of damage caused by environmental stress. I wish every foundation would do that. Now it also says that there is a reflection oil that develops a lustrous layer that spreads evenly across the skin's surface for captivating luster. I'm like, this is like poetry, whoever wrote this, by the way. There's a lot of claims with this one. This one is supposed to look sickening on camera. This one is supposed to be the same, but look even more like beautiful. So I guess I'm ready to put these on. Now, I think that it's only fair to, of course, put a primer on my skin, duh. That's how I normally get ready. And I'm gonna go in with 2016's one out of 2 favorite primers, which is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And this is for any skin type, which I love. So if you wanna try a new moisturizer, I would definitely recommend this one. Now I'm just going to get a little foundation brush, a synthetic that is completely clean. And I'm just gonna dip in there and I'm gonna coat my entire face. Now that this is on, I am going to do the Drugstore Foundation first. So I'm gonna do that on the left side of my face, which is your guys' right, and the Clé De Peau on my right side. So let's start with this. Now I have 2 really damp beauty blenders. This is how I normally apply my foundation. I'm going to do the red one with the Drugstore, and then the new baby pink beauty blender with the Luxury. So, ooh, okay. So it has like a spatula, which is cool. Not a lot of brands do that. So I'm just going to put a lot on my face, because you all know I'm a full coverage bitch. All right, let's bounce. All right, let's take a really big peek in here. Oh, wow. That is really nice. I'm like, why is it so smooth? I'm like sitting here remembering reading the description a second ago, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I think it did what it said. I mean, let's let it settle for a minute, and let's do the Clé De Peau side and see what happens. All right, now I do want to note that, of course, that Wet n Wild one had a spatula. This one has a little applicator at the end, so I am just going to squeeze it on top of my beauty blender. And for the price point, this seems like such an average, boring component. I'm like, the only thing I like is the top. It's really cute and shiny, looks like a disco ball, but this is so underwhelming, just gotta say it. All right, let's apply. All right, I think that might be enough. We shall see in a second. I am just going to, of course, dot this all over. So let's bounce. All right, let's grab a mirror and see. Oh wow, they're so different. Look how lustrous like this side is. That is crazy. Whoa, man. First of all, this one is definitely more full coverage. I mean, look at the foundation on my lips compared to the other side. This side is matte, and it is kind of blurring. It's hard to say. Now, I did not use, of course, a pore filling primer. I just used a very moisturizing one. So like my pores, not really showing that much on this side. I think actually they're showing a little bit more on the high-end side. I also love the finish of this. Like, oh wow, this really does though feel like there's not much on my face, if that makes sense. Like this one, I feel like I could tell like, okay, it feels like heavier. You all know what I'm talking about. Of course, you all wear foundation, but like, I don't know, man, like this is cool. But this one is also very like, I could see myself using this more just because it's just like, I always want to look like a matte fucking bitch. All right, guys, so clearly they both do such different things, but we are forgetting one big thing. If I were to wear foundation, of course, I would wear a concealer and a powder. So I think that it's only fair that we do that, and then I am going to go about my day. I have a lot of errands to do, I have shopping, so I'm literally going to wear just foundation and the concealer and the powder. So I'm gonna do this right now on camera for you guys, and then I'm gonna go shopping and hang out and probably just wear sunglasses and look like an alien. So I think it's only right that we use one of my favorite concealers, not one of, probably the favorite concealer of 2016, which was the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just great, you guys. So let's put it over, of course, both foundations and see how it looks. And of course, it's only fair that I use the beauty blenders that I use on each side. So let's bounce and go in. Whew, that was a damn workout, you guys. I feel like I just jacked off like 100 penises. Okay, so now I'm even gonna give my thoughts about the concealer over the foundation. So on the drugstore side, the concealer looks great. It like blended really nice. It's like fucking clean, okay? And then on the luxury side, whoa, okay, we're gonna zoom in a little bit right here. It's like a little blotchy, like I don't think the concealer formula loved this foundation, which happens a lot. It doesn't mean it's the concealer or the foundation. Sometimes brands do not mix together, and here we are seeing that. I hope you guys can see it. It's like just not as pretty as the Wet n Wild side. This one is like, and this one is a little like, I just want to keep buffing it and trying to like make it work a little better. It's just not living and loving for it. Now I am going to set the under eyes and just throw on some foundation. Now, what kind of setting powder should I do? All right, so that was my favorite Chanel setting powder. It is, oh, it's beautiful, you guys. And then I'm gonna take my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation Compact with the same brush and just dust this all over my face. All right, now that the whole powder and setting powder are in, I am looking closely and, okay. Well, I don't want to give my final thoughts yet. I am going to go about my day, and I will be back in, I don't know, I guess I'll tell you when I get back. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mwah. Whew, hi everybody. I know you guys are gonna see me from 5 seconds ago, or wait, 1 second, but it has been about, where's my phone? 7.5 hours, and now I am cozy in pajamas, and I'm looking at the monitor like, these foundations don't look as crazy as I thought they would be. Now, of course, we set the entire face, and that is gonna really help, but I want to zoom in a little bit and give my final thoughts of both foundations. So we have the Drugstore Foundation on this side of the face, and I'm like a little shook right now, you guys, because it wore really, really well. I'm like, holy shit, man. And on the high-end side, it wore really well, but I could definitely see my pores a lot more in this area. And on this side, it's like really nice, like you really don't see them. So that is definitely a minus for this. And then my little, you know, my laugh lines right here, this side is really like, it's smooth. I mean, that's how I'm seeing it close up. And then on this side, it's a little more severe. Like you can see lines way more, I feel like, than this side. Now under the eyes with the concealer over it and the powders, I think that they look pretty good. Now this side looks a little more flawless to me, whereas this one, I wanna like take the beauty blender and like, I wanna buff it and fix it so bad. I'm not gonna do it. All right, so, wow, okay. I'm not mad at this, you guys, but I think it's time to give my final thoughts. All right, so I'm gonna be really real right now. I'm actually really excited because, I don't know, drugstore makeup has really been like blowing my mind the last few months. I'm like, okay, this is only $5.99 and it's fucking great. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. It is amazing. For some reason, it really did the job. It did exactly what it said it was gonna do. It looks flawless. After like, I'm like slapping my face and it's not even really coming off. Like after almost 8 hours, I am like, oh my God, hello. So if you guys have not seen this yet or tried it, it's worth it. I mean, it is worth it for this price and for what it looks like. I'm like, it's sick. Now on this side, the Clé De Peau Radiance Cream Foundation, I like how it looks on the parts where I don't have flaws, which I know that sounds kind of weird, but like my pores are really bothering me. I'm like, oh my God, I wanna take powder like, but besides that, it wore well. Now it does feel kind of like a little more oily and dewy, and it definitely gives you that more glow, which is what it said it was going to do. So it got a little more dewy and kind of oily, more so throughout the day, of course, than this side. This is like matte, like, bye. So if you don't mind that, like I kind of like how I don't even have highlighter on and my cheek looks a little more glowy right here. This one's not bad. Like I actually really like this. I just wish that I would have used a, of course, better primer for my trouble areas and the things that I don't like. So I would probably go with like, you know, the Benefit Professional or something more so along those lines and then put it over with. So now I will say this one is the winner over this in my eyes. But they're both Jeffree Star approved because this one isn't like horrible. It wasn't like, oh my God, I look like shit. It just, I don't know. Like, it's still beautiful. I'm like trying, I'm not grasping for air here, but you guys hopefully will understand what I mean, where like, this doesn't have so many cons and it doesn't look bad. All right, now it's time for you guys to sound off in the comments down below and let me know your final thoughts. Which side do you think won, or which side do you guys think is the best? Now, there's a lot of other makeup items out there, you guys. There is under eye setting powder, we got concealer, we got lipsticks. Ooh, that's scary. That's a fun one. So if you guys wanna see more of these battle videos, of course, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I am so excited for 2017. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, we're growing together. This is fucking awesome. So I love you. Always and forever, Alyssa Edwards. Just kidding. I love you guys so much. I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.